What's up, everyone? Your host Venomvic here, and I kind of want to do something different with this UU team I made, so I mixed in with the old one, new one, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get things started. So always in this battle, you have to start with Frostlass, because Frostlass is a pretty good Pokemon to begin with, because so you can set up the hail, do some little damage with their opponent's monsters, and he does have a snow cloak, so he has a 20% 20 more evasion. So he goes for stealth rocks, so he can set up his hazards, which is kind of annoying. But anyways, at least it's not no weather team. I hate OU because of that. So anyways, so he does switches out, goes to his Rotom. So I go for the Blizzard, hoping he'll stay in, but it doesn't do absolutely nothing to it. But I don't know what was going in my head right now. Maybe I thought he was part ghost. I don't know. So I do go for a Shadow Ball, and I don't know why I even stayed in, but it doesn't take him out. So he goes for Overheat. Does take me out without any problems whatsoever. I should have just went for the Destiny whatever the thing is, but after this I'm thinking, okay, what can I do with that thing on the field now? So I do go into my Nidoking, because Nidoking is such a, he has like everything. He can like do a lot of things to every single Pokemon there is. So because now he can't do Volt Switch out anymore, so he does decide to switch out. Goes his Crobat. I thought he would go for a Suicune, but it works out to my advantage because I do go for a Thunderbolt. Does take out his Crobat because this Nidoking is using Expert Belt, which is amazing on Nidoking. So instead of using Life Orb, now I'm using Expert Belt. So that's one of the switches I did on this team, and it totally pays off. But now he does go to Suicune, and I'm thinking, okay, he knows I have Thunderbolt, so why would he go for that? So I do go for another Thunderbolt. It does do like more damage than I suspected, which is absolutely crazy. I thought he would be red, but he's now an orange, close to red. So he does go for the Calm Mind, which I am not afraid of whatsoever. So I thought at this moment maybe he'll stay in because he knows I could take it out with another Thunderbolt, but he does decide to switch out, go into his Registeel once again, and Thunderbolt did absolutely nothing to that Registeel whatsoever. So I thought, you know what, I could probably take it out. Maybe he won't decide to switch out. So I go for my Fire Blast, and it does an incredible amount of damage. I was like, it does take him out all the way down to red, so I was surprised, but yet not. But he does go for Earthquake, and surprisingly it does not take out my Nidoking, because Nidoking does not have the best defense. But now I do decide to go for my Earth Power, because fearing he might switch out, but apparently not. So maybe if he brought a different Pokemon in, Earth Power would have been so much better. But you know what? Registeel's gone now, so everything should be good. Alright, so now his Nidoking's gone, so that's one threat out of the way. Now he goes into his Heracross named Sapper, which is kinda makes sense. But he does go for a Stone Edge, and it doesn't take out my Nidoking, which is awesome. So I go for a Fire Blast, and I do miss, which really sucks. So I don't want to take another hit, so I do decide to switch out and go into my Porygon 2, because Porygon 2 can do some damage to it. And Trace does work in my advantage now, because now I get to see what kind of Heracross he has. So he has Guts of Heracross. I was hoping for a Moxie, because Moxie is a better choice. But he goes for another Stone Edge, and it doesn't do absolutely nothing to my Porygon 2. So he does decide to switch out. Now I know it's a choice banded one. So he goes into Porygon Z. So I go for the Psychic, and it doesn't do absolutely nothing to it. But now he goes for a Dark Pulse, and it did nothing to my Porygon 2. So this shows Porygon 2 is a better choice. So I go for my Charge Beam because so I can raise up my special attack, which is awesome move for Porygon 2 if you're carrying Eviolite. But now he goes back to his Rotom Heat. I do go for a Psychic. It does take out his Rotom Heat without any problem whatsoever. So Rotom Heat's gone, and now he brings back to his Heracross. So as I know he's a Choice Banded one. So he goes for a close combat, hoping I could take at least one hit from a close combat, but I don't, which really sucks. But what are you gonna do about it? So Porygon's gone. So I go in my Flygon because Flygon has Fire Punch, so at least I can do some damage with it. But he does decide to switch out, go into his Trapezoid. What was Trapezoid? Oh, Porygon 2 again. Porygon Z. So I go for Fire Punch. It does take out the Porygon Z. And after this, Suicune comes out and wants to play again. So I thought maybe we could do some damage with it. So I do go for a Fire Punch because hoping it'll stay in. But it doesn't happen on my part. So I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I could do another Fire Punch, but he does decide to rest, which really sucks. Because now, this moment, I do know he's a Sleep Talker, which sucks. Knowing I have my Nidoking, so I do decide to switch out, and my Nidoking can handle the Stealth Rocks. So that is amazing for Nidoking having resistance to rocks, so that's pretty good on his part. But after this he does go for the Sleep Talk, and hoping he doesn't get the Scald, but he does get the Calm Mind, which helps him out a lot because remember, Nidoking's a special attacker, so sucks, but hey, what are you gonna do about it? So I do go for the Thunderbolt, and it doesn't do like a lot of damage because he does have the Calm Mind. So after this he goes for another Sleep Talk, and he does get the Scald this time, which like I was hoping he'll get another Calm Mind, but Nidoking did his best and I can't say anything else. So now Nidoking's gone, so at this moment I'm thinking, what can I do with that thing on the field? So I do go to Flygon, and my best option is to go for Outrage so I could do some damage to it. So I go for Outrage, and it does not a lot of damage because it is like a Sleep Talker, so it does have more defense, but he goes for a Sleep Talk and nothing happens because he does wake up this turn. So I do get a free turn to go for another Outrage, and it does take out his Suicune without any problems. But now at this moment, his Suicune's gone, so he only has one Pokemon left, which is his Heracross. So he does go for the Mega Horn, but Flygon still stays in there with barely enough health, only 21 HP left. So I do go for my Outrage, and it does take out the Heracross without any problems whatsoever. And that was the end of the game, and I hope you guys enjoy this battle. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later, and that's it. MVP mode definitely goes to Flygon this battle because it's a great Pokemon to have on a UU team, amazing Dragon type, and it stayed in there when it needed to be. It took down all its heavy hitters. And guys, tell me what you guys think about MVP mode. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Write down the comment below, and I hope you guys enjoy this battle. So see you guys